Others gave you scars. Hi everyone. Hey everybody, I'm G, and if you don't know me, I hope you're here to learn more about me. How are you doing? How's your heart? Good, okay, we'll work on that. I attempted to film this video yesterday and my battery died and I wasn't at home, so I couldn't get my other battery. So here we are, filming it yet again. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Yay! We are going to do the OG get to know me tag. Now, I thought about doing this as a get ready with me, but I think I'm gonna do a different video with a get ready with me. So we're gonna do the OG sit down get to know me tag, ignore my bed, okay? Just ignore it. We all know that I'm not the best at making it first thing in the morning. If you see me looking at my phone, that's because I'm looking at the questions. I have them on there. Also, before I get started, subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell button so that you're notified every single time that I upload. Join our little fam, we're really fun. We are quirky, we are cute, we are silly, we are funny. All right, everybody, let's jump into the video. First question is, what is your middle name? Do you guys know this? Because it's in my username. So you guys know that it's Elizabeth, and I was named after a hospital. If you want the reasoning behind that, leave a comment and I will tell you guys the story. Question number 2 is, share your favorite subject in high school. Ooh, okay, if you know me, you probably already know the answer to this, but it's science. I love science. It doesn't come easy to me, but I really love, I think that's how my brain works, and like all the whys and the hows and stuff. So that was my favorite subject in high school, followed by math. I had a really good teacher in middle school who like laid the foundation for math in my brain, and after that I loved it. Even calculus, even though I like hated the class, I liked how the math worked and how it flowed. Again, probably it wasn't the most simple for me, but I really enjoyed it. There you go, I'm a math and science nerd. Okay, next question, what is your favorite drink? It's coffee. I drink coffee every day. I love it. Yes, it stains my teeth, and yes, I have to use a prescription strength fluoride toothpaste because I drink so much coffee, but I love it, okay? I can't give it up. Even now that like actual coffee tastes really wonky to me, I drink decaf because I just love the taste. I know not a lot of people do, but I'm one of those weirdos. I blame my father. He drinks like 5 cups a day. So next question is, what is your favorite song at the moment? Oh, that's a really good question. Oh, this is easy actually. Okay. It's Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. If you guys haven't heard that song, if you don't know who Olivia Rodrigo is, go look her up right now. Right now. If you didn't watch the High School Musical, the series on Disney Plus, I'm literally 12 years old. First of all, you're missing out, so go watch that. Second of all, after I watched that, I was like hooked on all the kids on the show. I was like, these kids must succeed. I must support them in all endeavors to make sure they succeed. Also, Olivia Rodrigo wrote a lot of the music on that show. If you watched it, I'm obsessed. That's my favorite song of the moment right now, followed by Marjorie on Evermore. Next question is, what would you or have you name your children? So I don't have any kids. I have 2 names in my head and I'm kind of weird about sharing them, but they both start with S's, I'll give you that. Like I have 1 name for a girl and 1 name for a boy, and that's it. Like I don't have any others or anything like that. I don't have middle names, nothing like that. I just have the first 2 names. That probably sounds psycho. I know that it does. Fine, I'll share them with you. So for a girl, I really want to name my daughter Sophia with an F. Not to be confused with the podcast host. Okay, I don't listen to that podcast for multiple reasons. I love the name Sophia with an F. I have a friend named Sophia and she also spells it with an F. When I met her and like got to know her, I was like, yes, it's confirmed. This is exactly what I want to name my daughter. Her personality matched exactly what I thought it would, which granted, like my daughter will have her own personality, so like whatever, but I just love the name. And then for a boy, it's a classic Mexican name, but I really love the name Santiago for a boy. I have no idea what I'd want to do middle names. I think I want to use my dad's name somewhere, but I haven't quite figured that out. Obviously, my husband will have to like also put in his 2 cents, so it's not all me. Those are what I would like to name my children. That was a really long answer. I'm embarrassed. Next question is, have you participated in any sports? Yes, I have. I played volleyball most of my life. I started in the 5th grade and I continued playing all through high school. I played school and in club. So I literally played year round for, I don't know how many years that is. You guys can do the math. Next question is, what is your favorite book? My favorite book is The Great Gatsby. I had a really good English lit teacher in high school who kind of laid the foundation on how to read. I know that sounds kind of like, what didn't you learn to read in kindergarten? But how to actually read literature and like how to process everything and how to, you know, kind of make the images in your head and the themes and all of the symbols and all that stuff. I had a really good teacher my freshman year of high school, and he really, like, that book specifically, I was like, this is it. Like, it blew my mind. So it's The Great Gatsby. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. Don't watch the Leonardo DiCaprio one. Watch the one with Robert Redford. That's the good one. Do not watch the one with Leo. I mean, that one's good, okay? Don't get me wrong. We love Daisy Buchanan. We love the transition from Pride and Prejudice to The Great Gatsby. And if you don't know, we can't be friends. Love period pieces. The Great Gatsby is my favorite book. I answer these way too long. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is green. Contrary to what you think because of my room, but my favorite color is green. Like a minty green, not so foresty, but like lighter. That's my favorite. Next question is, what is your favorite animal? A baby goat. Have you ever seen a baby goat? I love them. I used to volunteer at this farm in college and they had baby goats almost all the time. And after I'd finished volunteering, I'd like beg the people at the farm to let me play with the baby goats, and they'd be like, okay, you can go feed them. So I'd like give them their milk, and it was the cutest thing in the whole world. I love baby goats. They're everything. Number 10 is, what is your favorite perfume? My favorite perfume is C by Giorgio Armani, like S-I, C. Next question is, what is your favorite holiday? If you watched Vlogmas, you already know. Christmas is my favorite holiday of the year, if you didn't know. My mother compares me to Kevin McAllister all the freaking time. I love Christmas. That's when I thrive. That's when I feel at my best. So yeah, Christmas. Next question is, have you been out of the country? Yes, I have. Not this year, obviously, or last year, but I have. A family in Mexico, and we used to spend like the summers there growing up, and then I've been to Europe, and then I feel like I'm forgetting something, but yes, I have. Next question is, do you speak any different languages? I do. I speak Spanish. Spanish was my first language, and then I learned English when I was like 6 years old, like once I went to school. So yes, I do speak another language. I'm learning Italian currently. I'm taking an Italian class online. I know, I'm a weirdo. But I feel like you gotta use your time wisely in quarantine, you know? And I was like, what if I come out of this speaking Italian? And the next time I go to Italy, it's like, buongiorno, io sono una ragazza. You know what I'm saying? You guys know, if you speak Italian, you know. Question number 16 is, what is your favorite store? So I have two that can't be like, I can't decide between the two. So my two favorite stores are Madewell and Free People. I freaking live for both of those stores. Madewell and Free People. The next question is, what is your favorite restaurant? So I did have one, and then it went out of business like years ago. It was called Patricio's, and it was the best Italian food ever. I loved it. Their tortellini was, I can't even talk about it right now. It like makes me sad that I can't ever have it again, but that was my favorite place. And honestly, now if I had to choose, it'd probably be a sushi place. There's one here that I love. It's called Oishi. That's my favorite, probably. Patricio's will always have a hold over my heart. I love you. Question number 18 is, did you like school? Yes, I did like school. I was kind of a nerd. I love learning new things. And that probably sounds so like, but I did. I really did like learning new things in school. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I loved it. I did. I did like school. I wasn't somebody who dreaded going. Question number 19 is, I can't speak. Question number 19 is, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Okay, I'll give them to you straight. Ready? Are you ready? My favorite YouTubers are Whitney Simmons, she's queen, and Sarah's Day. Those two, I don't know that you could top those two. Followed by them is Brooke Michio. I love Brooke Michio. I discovered her this past year, and I just feel like she's very genuine. So I really appreciate that about her. Question number 20 is, what is your favorite movie? I have loved this movie since the day that I first saw it. I can watch it 100 times a day. I'll never get bored of it, ever. It's The Devil Wears Prada. You could probably guess that, but it's my favorite. over time it's changed a lot for me. I used to see it one way, and now my brain kind of processes it. I can't speak, in a different way, but I love it. It's my favorite movie. I don't think anything else will ever top it. I just love it. I freaking love it. Next question is, what are some of your favorite TV shows? I love television. My two top TV shows of all time are New Girl and Boy Meets World. You can't top those two for me in my eyes. I would say some honorable mentions are Gossip Girl, because I always go back to that show. And then Grey's Anatomy, but like only seasons 1 through 10. The ones now are garbage. I only watch it because I need to know what happens with Meredith. I realize that I'm doing a finger gun. Why am I always doing finger guns? So those two are probably my honorable mentions. I feel a very, very severe attachment to Serena van der Woodsen. I don't know why. I think it's Blake Lively, but I feel a very severe attachment to that character. So I watch that show anytime I get the chance. Question number 22 is PC or Mac? Mac. Question number 23 is, what phone do you have? I have this one. I have the iPhone 12 Max, the bigger one. I have never had the big version of a phone until this one, and can I just say that I've been missing out. All my friends that told me to get the bigger one, you guys were all right. I can't believe I didn't listen before. I love this size. I don't know how I ever had the other one. Next question is, how tall are you? It fluctuates. I'm between 5 and 6 feet. Last question is, do you have any pets? I don't. I used to have a dog. That's really sad, but I used to have a puppy. She was the light of my life. I got her when I was 7 years old, and she passed away when I turned 24, I think it was. I think I was 24 when she passed away. She was a Shih Tzu. Yes, it was the classic like white dog. She was everything and so much more. I don't know that any other dog will ever be like her that I have, but I do want another Shih Tzu, and I want a golden retriever. The only thing that holds me from the golden retriever is the shedding, because I know that it's so bad. I actually fell in love with goldens because I had a friend in high school, shout out Sav. She had a golden, and he was so important to me. Anytime I went to her house, I felt such a weird connection to that dog, and I was like, you get it, like you get it. And one time I even went over to their house and he like cried when I came over, and I remember that like pierced my heart, and I was like, now I have to have one of these. I know that I'm gonna have one, I just don't know when, but I also want another Shih Tzu because those dogs are great dogs. They don't shed, and they're the best. I don't know that there are better dogs out there for like families or even individuals or any sort of circumstance. They're great dogs. That is the video. I answered all the questions. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below. What are your answers to some of these? Do you have any pets? What's your favorite book? What's your favorite movie? Let me know in the comments below. I remember the questions. Do you? This is a pop quiz. Pop quiz reminds me of like Lizzie McGuire when the teachers would be like, pop quiz. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye everybody.